task of pointing out 5 key learnings. So let's see how I do. This is the key learning. Actually, it's very descriptive. The first learning that I had from this course is the strategies to enhance business excellence, which is like you start with vision, mission statement and values, followed by adaptability, strong foundation, implementation and sustainability, which will give you a strong infrastructure, which will be leading to your strategic priorities. I think that is the strongest starting point that any business could have from any department, not only from the director board or not only from the owner of the business, but each head of the department can start with that. Then number 2 is anything can be measured, and the tools used to measure will have a cycle of continuous improvement. Of course, training, data analysis, cost of quality, PDC, appraisal assessment, and Pareto. In my organization, actually, we use Pareto heavily to analyze a lot of aspects, and at the same time, actually, in my department, we have been continuously believing one motto, which is anything measured will be improved. So that has been taught to us by our management, so we follow that and we try to roll it out. The third learning that I had is saving cost, not to lose competitive edge, but to have a sustainability by measuring cost of quality, system mindset to handle external and internal failure and other costs, which is very important in my industry because I started this training course by saying that our industry runs in a very thin margin, so this is very valuable to me. And then of course quality control is about people and not product. That is the major learning from this course. Although we follow it because we have to work with larger workforce. And service blueprinting and gap analysis, gap between expected and delivered. My regional sector is heavily dependent on internal customers as well as external customers. So we need to be updated with the gap. And this is my action plan. I rather went for a very realistic action plan which I can utilize in my department. So first I would like to start with the training module and conduct this training by myself actually in different layers of the work process that I'm involved with, aligning with the industry and particular area of work. So that is what I'm going to start heavily. So I have not given a time frame because it is not a matter of implementing. It's like you start working on this process from tomorrow. So that's why I have added a new column which is frequency. So this training will be monthly training, targeting different layers of my department. And then after that, obviously, I will start briefing a meeting session with my subordinates, immediate subordinates, my area managers, then with the top level management from whom I have to take my decisions. And we will be updated about the current decisions, the area to focus, and what are the new development in my department, in the sector, in the industry. That will be shared, knowledge sharing time. And I'd like to improve a customer complaint response system and internal error tracking system through development of SOPs and OJT, and performance scoring scale. So on-the-job training is very crucial in my supermarket business. So there are a lot of on-the-job training happening, but it is not happening from the top to the bottom actually. So that's what I'd like to start. So for example, as an operation manager, when I'm visiting the outlets, I'm focused what is happening on my floor. And I'm walking around the floor with my managers and with my supervisors, and giving them training, showing them things that they can correct, they can improve on. And at the same time, I want to build a culture so that the same training comes to me from the top. So maybe my general manager, maybe someday I can have a plan to visit with my CEO and COO, so that kind of culture I'd like to influence. Then number 4 is, of course, value addition by closely working with suppliers for exclusive business plan, better sourcing, in-store space utilization. Like from the international players, if you look at Carrefour and if you look at Tesco, they're heavily relied on this space utilization. So that is what I'd like to start. I'd like to start renting space. I'd like to start offering space for activities to different suppliers. Then I'd like to work with the value addition with the suppliers, go with the business plan. So that will take about, to work with the supplier, that will take about 2 years, because apart from MNC, we have to work with a lot of unorganized small retailers. They are SMEs. They're developing new products and trying to sell it through the retail market. So it takes time to work with them and take them to our level and give them orientation about the modern retail business. So that will take time. So the beneficiary will be vendor relationship. Then the last point, of course, to be more specific, task-oriented, and conduct continuous appraisal. So although we are KPI-driven company, we have an appraisal process of yearly appraisal process, which will decide our performance, our scoring, our team fitness, and ultimately our increment. But I'd like to start this process quarterly, from the entry level to the mid level. Like even entry level, we have a 6 months probation period. So after the probation, I will make sure that in my department, who are the entry level guys, come to me, sit in front of me, and I can give them a feedback about their probation period. So that is very important to me, and of course my immediate subordinate, my area managers, will also be with me and having this quarterly feedback from me. So this is my plan of action. So the beneficiaries actually,